So on today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys a life story that's a really crazy one. This is definitely, I'd say it's definitely one of the craziest things I have ever done in my entire life. And it was actually one of the questions that I got asked in one of my previous Q&As, scariest moment of my life. And I told you guys that I'd link a commentary that I've done in the past, and I went back to go, when I was putting the link in the description, I was watching that video just a little bit, and oh my god, it's just the worst quality video, one of the worst I've ever done on my channel. The commentary was just bad, like just the way I was speaking. My enthusiasm was crazy. I was like, "What is up, guys?" I'm gonna put a clip of what that commentary sounded like.
What is up, my lifted legends? This is Cody, or xCodeh. I'm bringing you a...
So I was looking at that, and I was like, I need to retell this story, because I don't think the video even got over 10,000 views, so I have a lot more subscribers now, so I figured this video would be entertaining for you guys. And by the way, thanks for clicking on the video. So this story took place, I think, about 2 years ago, and it was with my good friend Brandon. I've done a bunch of vlogs with him, and if you're watching this right now, what's up, bro? And Brandon's the kind of person to always want to do adventurous stuff, to always want to climb the heights, and he's just a really big climber. He's always liked climbing up cliffs, free climbing, even with a safety rope or not, it doesn't matter. He was always that crazy kid that would always go the distance when it came to this kind of stuff. And a few towns over from where we live, there's actually this mountain that has this notorious cave in it that apparently has this whole storyline and stuff, but I looked it up and it's all fucking myth. My entire life I actually thought that, this story was real, but it turns out it was just a myth. But so we used to always go up to this cave, and it was a really, really cool cave because we could go there and smoke. It wasn't too difficult to get to, and I've actually done a vlog. I'm literally just remembering as I'm making this commentary, I've done a vlog in this cave. I almost died making that vlog. I'm gonna put a little card up on the top right of the screen if I can find that video. So we went up to that cave, and we were just chilling, smoking like a villain. And it was really, really cool because it wasn't windy that day. So we were smoking, like, I think I had like a 1 gram joint rolled up. There was like 3 bowls getting passed around. There was like a decent amount of people there. There was like five or six people. And it almost like, it was almost like we'd hotboxed the cave. It was awesome. I know it sounds like impossible because, like, there's this giant hole leading to the outside air. So you can't really hotbox it, but there was just like a cloud of smoke chilling in there with us. It was just a really good time. I remember getting so baked, and then Brandon looked at everybody and was like, "So we going to the big cave?" And at this point, I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm high as hell. I don't want to do that right now. And everybody else was like, "Yeah, man, let's go." And I'm like, oh, shit. So I go over to the big cave. It's like, you gotta walk around this really treacherous side path that if you just trip and fall, you're gonna fall down the mountain. It's just not, it wouldn't be a good time whatsoever. But when you get to the big cave, you're looking up, and it's just like a National Geographic mountain climber documentary type of scene. You just look up, and it's just like the most 90-degree angle treacherous climb that you can possibly imagine. And I think I have a picture somewhere on one of my old cameras, if I can find it. Don't hate me in the comments if I can't find it, but I'll put a picture on screen if I can find it. I had been to this point many, many times in my life where we just walk and look up at the cave, but the thought of ever wanting to actually climb that never came across my mind. But Brandon was trying to convince me for months, because he'd always wanted to push me to do things that he'd think would be really cool. Obviously he never made me do anything I didn't want to do. He definitely thought that if I completed this, I'd feel accomplished. So he kept wanting me to do it. And I remember sitting there, and there's 2 different ways to get up to this cave. There's safety ropes attached to the top of the cave, and then you can either go up like the pretty extreme way that I just described, or if you kept going on the path, there was actually like a small incline on the side of the mountain where you could shimmy your way across the mountain on this other safety rope. Most of the people there decided to go the safer way, and then there was like 2 people that went up the most dangerous way. So I'm watching my friends go up this incline and then start to shimmy across the mountain. The thoughts are going through my head. Do I want to do this? I kind of want to do it. I don't want to die, but I want to do this right now. It seems really cool because ever since I was a kid, I've been coming to this cave, and I've just always wanted to just see what it looked like inside. So basically all my friends are in there, and I'm kind of sitting there at the bottom, and the only person down there with me is my buddy's girlfriend. And at this point, She was just like, all right, I'm going up. And she literally climbed the dangerous way without holding the safety rope. And at that point in time, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I'm the only one down here. I'm the jabroni of the situation. But I just thought that was fucking crazy that she just did that fucking without a safety rope. That's just absolutely crazy. So at that point, I yelled up to Brandon and I was like, yo, help me up the safe way, bro. So I walk around and I start going up the little incline. It's very scary, man. If you make one wrong move, you're gonna fucking slip and fall and die. It's quite a thrill, honestly. You know, life or death situation. So the safety rope, you position it on your back. So if you fall back, then you'd be able to lean back on something. And you just shimmy your way across, and then there's a corner. And Brandon's coming around the corner, and he's behind the safety rope as well, and he's going really fast because he's a really good climber. So he gets all the way up to me, and then he's just kind of telling me step by step of how to do everything. And about a quarter of the way to the corner, I freak out. I'm like, no, I can't do this, man. I'm going back. I can't do it. And he's like, bro, chill out. We're going to do it. You're almost there, man. And he kept saying, you're almost there. Really convinced me, gave me the confidence to keep going. And I got right to the corner of this cliff, right to the corner. I'm sitting there literally like a monkey just on the side of the fucking mountain. I don't know what to do. I start freaking out. My palms start to get sweaty. My heart's racing. My knees start to shake. And I literally just freeze. I didn't know what to do. I looked I looked around and I looked down and I was like, oh shit. And I couldn't move, man. Just the thought of like 100-foot drop behind me or more. I don't even know how far the drop is underneath me if I were to let go or something crazy like that. So the only thing I could think to do was I was like, yo, Brandon, man, I can't move. Like, I don't know what to do, man. And he came over to me. He actually came back because he was already at the cave at that point. He came back and he was like, all right, dude, we got to do this. You're almost there. You're almost there. Just keep going, dude. Don't look down. So I keep going and I finally make it around this corner after like he definitely had to convince me for like 10 minutes. I was frozen up on there. I'm kind of skipping ahead because I didn't want to drag it on, but he really had to convince me. So I finally get past this corner, and this is where the story gets fucking crazy. This is like I didn't even know what to say to him at this point because he didn't even tell me about this before I went and started. There's this gap in between where you're like shimmying across in the caves, and you have to jump across. And if you fall, you're fucked. You are fucked. It's like, remember when I was describing the dangerous way up? If you fall down this gap, you fall down that and like you die. There's no coming back from that, man. So I get to that and I'm like, bro, I am not doing that. What the fuck, dude? You didn't tell me about that. And he's like, dude, it's easy. Just grab my hand. No, computer, don't go into standby. No. All right, we're good. So he's holding his hand out and I literally jumped and trusted him with my entire life. And he grabbed my hand and pulled me in. And I'm sitting there, and I dropped to my knees because my knees were shaking the whole time, and I was just out of breath, man. I was so fucking freaked out, and I went and sat down in the cave. I literally was having a panic attack. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually like out of breath. I was like really, really just freaking out for a second that I have to go back, and this is crazy, and like I was still kind of baked, and everybody started packing more bowls, and I was like, fuck that. I'm not smoking right now. I gotta like concentrate. But man, the view was just absolutely amazing. I don't think I actually have a picture of what it looked like because I took it on one of my really old like flip phones. Yes, I had like a flip phone back or not a flip phone, it was like a slide phone. I had one of those 2 years ago. I'm not really one for like fancy phones. So after everybody blazed and everybody got a couple pictures and stuff, I really want to try to find a picture, but anyways. So it was time to go back, and I at this point I was really scared, but after I got past the gap, it actually was so much easier. For some reason, I felt like it was so much easier because I kind of already knew like the way to go and where to like put your feet and stuff. But man, I can't believe I even thought about doing that. And the fact that I'm so afraid of heights and that I did something like that, actually, it's kind of cool to me. It felt like an achievement because doing things that you're really, really afraid to do, and then, in the end, it feels really good. Obviously, that was like a huge fucking risk. I would never suggest any of you guys to climb up to any caves. It just sounds like a bad idea, man. Obviously, be adventurous. Don't be a lame-o, but I don't want any of you guys to watch this video and go fall off a cliff, So keep that in mind. And I really thought that this... I titled the old commentary Conquering a Fear, and I did that because I swear it cured my fear of heights for like 6 months after that, but now just watching people climb mountains on YouTube videos makes my palms sweat. I know that sounds really fucked and really weird, but I mean, it is how it is. It's just the fucking way she goes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this remake of a life story commentary. Hopefully a lot of you guys haven't already heard this story. I know I did just link it the other day, but I can't honestly imagine any of you guys watched more than 2 minutes of that cringy motherfucking commentary, but hopefully you enjoyed this one, and hopefully you can have a great fucking day. Drop a like on the video, and I might just send you a crate of bananas. Stay high, stay lifted. Peace.